In this video, I will be silently installing Slack, and I will be using psexec to execute the installation as a system account, and that's to make sure that the installation is successful no matter what user I'm using to deploy the software. I'm starting this video from my GitHub page, and that's because there are a few bits of information here that I will be using for this video, and I will leave the URL in the description down below. Also, if you want to know more about psexec, you can check out one of my other videos that I have here in the bottom of the page. Now I will begin this video by downloading Slack installation files, and for that I will use the link that I have here. That brings us to the workspace administration page for Slack. And here we have few options for the deployment. One is MSI for per user deployment, and other one is for MSI for machine-wide installation. And they are quite different. You should read the description for each one and see what's better for you. In this video, I will be using the machine-wide installation. And for that, I will scroll down a bit, and here we have a download 64-bit MSI installer for machine-wide installation. So I will click on it, and it should start a download for me. Then I will go to my downloads folder, and here I have the MSI file already. And now I will right click on the MSI file, select copy, and then I will go to my VMware workstation where I have a Windows virtual machine prepared. And here I have this software folder. I will open it and I will paste in the MSI file into this folder. Also in the same folder I have my psexec executable. The next step is to open a command line, and for that I will go to my start menu, type cmd, and I will run it as administrator. Click yes. And now we have our command line window. If I type who am I in this window, it is saying that this window is currently running under the user admin, and later we'll be switching to the system account. The next step is to change the location in our command line to the location where we have our files. So for that I will click here and copy the location, go back to my command line. I will type cd, paste in the location, press enter. And now if I type there, I can see my files in my command line. Now to change from the admin user to the system user, I will be using psexec, so I will type psexec executable name, -I for interactive, -S to launch the process under the system account, and then we need to provide the process that we want to start under the system user. And to keep it simple, I will start another CMD window and press enter. I will agree with the license terms, and here we have another CMD window, but this time if I type who am I, it is saying that this window is running under anti-authority system. So everything that I'm doing in this window, I'm doing it as a system user. And once again, we want to change the location. I will type cd, paste in the directory, and press enter. If I type there, I can see my executable files once again. Now to start the installation, I will go back to my GitHub page. And here I have the command that I will be using for the silent installation. And as you can see, I'm starting this command with cmdc. This is not necessary, but it allows us to see when the installation is done simply by looking at the command line. Then I'm providing the MSI file name. Then I'm using a switch qn. This is the main switch that makes this installation a silent installation. Then I'm using a switch no restart because I don't want this installation to initiate a reboot on my computer. And then we are setting a parameter all users equals 1. This makes the installation a machine-wide installation. Basically, it means that the Slack software will be available for all the users on the computer. So I will copy the command, go back to VMware workstation, and I will paste in the command in the command line and press enter. Now we need to wait a bit for Slack to install. And as you can see, Slack installation is done, and now we have our Slack icon on the desktop. I will double click on it. And it gives us the sign-in screen. And that's it for this video. In the future videos, I will show you how to deploy Slack using different types of software deployment tools such as PDQ deploy and group policy. So like and subscribe if you want to see that, and see you in the next one.